Welcome to Wahala Update. Welcome to Nyama Nyama Update. For this place, what we dey do? We dey summarize news where they happen for Nigeria. For those of you who they like to watch long videos, what we dey do for here now to bring together the most interesting part of the happenings in Nigeria in a short form make una enjoy. See this one, Oshiomhole don't go Arise TV, and as him go Arise TV, they flog am koboko. He collect woto for Arise TV, and him suppose thank God say Rufai dey studio by the time where Oshiomhole enter Arise TV. If first still collect pass like that, them ask am plenty questions. Oshiomhole just dey beat around the bush. Them talk about godfatherism. Them talk about why they elected governor no dey grant interview on top TV. Oshiomhole come dey talk plenty things. Not me go talk and finish. See the video here, make una watch am. But before that, please help us to subscribe to this small YouTube channel. Make it for dey grow. As they grow, it go dey motivate us to dey bring una ogbonge trending update where they happen for Nigeria on a daily basis. So yeah, watch the video now as Oshiomhole collect woto for Arise TV.
Governorship maker. You are the governorship maker. You are the Okinbaloye governor today. You are the Okinbaloye governor today.
We just played your video there where you appear to even be more excited than the governor-elect. That Yahweh song was carefully selected as a victory song for the moment Okinbaloye was announced winner. I mean, we could hear you all sing Yahweh, you have made Okinbaloye governor today, but that song was easily interpreted as you, Oshiomhole, have made him governor. You have been described as the godfather of Edo State. Are you?
No, that's not correct. I think some people are just paranoid in trying to, twist facts that are open. When we say Yahweh, God, your name is Yahweh, we emphasize God. And we say, the miracle-working God. You are a miracle worker. You have made Monday the governor of Edo. You have made, that is God. We are communicating with God. How could neither Yahweh or God sound like Oshiomhole? But because some people are very paranoid about, emphasizing godfatherism. God, not man, make anyone what he is. Obaseki is like the proverbial blood man who in 2016, he rode on my back as an outgoing governor. We crossed the river, and we didn't allow his leg to touch the water. And so he didn't understand what it took to become a governor. The Obaseki called himself the Iron, and Obaseki's wife described our candidate as a panel beater. Now the panel beater has thoroughly beaten the iron, meted the iron, and I as a tailor have unveiled the iron, and it has become what it is. There are other TV stations. Nobody else misunderstood me except Arise Television.
Arise Television, Senator Oshiomhole, we do not vote. We do not have a candidate, and we were not participating in your election. I mean,
you are pained that the man you celebrated.
Who would you say? Who's the man?
You are very pained that the man you.
Who is the man that we picked?
Pardon?
Can you tell us? Share with us. Who is the man we picked?
You were working.
For who?
All the Arise major, you were for Aswa Igodaro.
Oh, well, we'll state it here categorically. We will state it here categorically. Arise Television, we do not participate in voting during the elections. Steve Ayorinde.
All right, distinguished. You don't participate, but you have your biases.
No.
Everybody has his biases. Yes. I don't blame you for that. I have my biases. I was for Model Okinbaloye. I don't hide it.
That was not a bias.
Vigorously for him.
Distinguished senator, you had a dog in the fight. We didn't. But let's leave that matter. Let me.
No, you did.
Okay.
When I watch some of you say that how could a man who has such intimidating credentials and so on, you didn't know what electoral value means.
All right.
You didn't understand.
All right. If you allow me to ask my question,
graduate, a professor.
We will come there. We will come there, Senator. But then I wanted to draw you to a specific thing that you said about Asue Ighodalo not being electable because that's, those were your words clearly. And then I'd like to remind you of the outcome of the election.
And I gave my reasons, yeah.
Yes, but I want to remind you of the outcome of the elections, in terms of the votes cast as declared by INEC. The man that you claim is not electable scored a total vote of 247,274, as against the votes of your candidate, who of course was declared winner, 291,667. 40,000 plus advantage for Monday Okinbaloye. That was a close election. I'm going somewhere, Senator. That was a close election. You can't say that a man who lost by that figure was unelectable. But then there are issues around the elections. As you know, PDP is saying that they won the election. If you read on the cover of today's Vanguard, there is a story there from the observers who are said to have released a damning report claiming that they have information about how the votes were manipulated during collation. You are also aware that this will probably be the first time in recent history that a governor will emerge in Edo State with only one senatorial district, Edo North, in Ekiti, losing two. My question to you, sir, is, are you truly satisfied? Do you truly believe that you won this election, APC, fair and square? And then I would like to know what figures your situation room had before INEC released its own. Did it tally? How was your own situation room? Because PDP is claiming clearly that they won by at least 30,000 votes over your candidate.
Now, I don't know how many questions you have asked. The first one about a man who scored in about votes that was declared in favor of Aswe, whether that means that shows that the man is electable. No, you do not understand the meaning of the word. Consult your dictionary, your political dictionary, and confirm the meaning of electability. Being electable means you can't win majority of the votes. Whether in America, in UK, elsewhere, it doesn't mean that a man who lost election doesn't win any votes. So the fact that he won some vote doesn't make him electable. To be electable means you are capable of winning the election, and he has lost it. He has confirmed that he's not electable. And then you go into how is it possible that you are just, again, consciously or unconsciously, you are putting questions that, to be honest with you, they are neither academic, nor are they something that what can address. You're asking me if what was in our situation room, are we the collation officers? If I choose to post fake result to my situation room, does that mean anything? And so when you ask these kind of questions, they are not informed by any logic.
I want to ask you if you see any room here for history to repeat itself, with Aswe Godalo disputing the elections, going to court, and possibly emerging as the governor of Edo State if history does repeat itself. What are your thoughts on that?
My thought about what? Excuse me?
History repeating itself. Like you said, you went to the courts, you disputed elections, and you emerged victorious when you did it. Do you see any possible case here where Aswe Godalo goes to court and the exact same thing happens that happened to you in Edo State?
With all due respect, that's an unhelpful question.
Why is that?
Because if you want to trace this thing, wait, you can't pick and choose. In 2020, people took Obaseki to court, believing that he rigged the election in collaboration with some element in INEC and in APC. And the court returned Obaseki as victorious. We left it. We questioned his certificate. The court said no, his certificate was in order. So, is it the first time that somebody goes to... You quote the one in which I won. There are many more cases in which those who went to court lost.
Of course, that's a possibility
so that's
too.
Why,
that's a possibility
logic,
too.
Wait, when you ask me to predict what the court might find, with all due respect, that's an unhelpful question.
So what is it to you then?
No, that's not sub judice.
That's not sub judice. Yeah. That's not sub judice. What is it to you then, Senator, that makes your candidate... Can I finish asking? That makes your candidate the right person for the job? I mean, people have been concerned that he doesn't really even do TV interviews. I think he did one with the BBC. What do you think makes Okinbaloye the right man for this job?
Your question is still academic question.
How?
Because only Edo people can decide. Now, listen, only the voters in Edo State, and not you, can decide which kind of person they want as a governor. If they prefer even a deaf person, who are you, with all due respect, to sit in Lagos and say, no, Edo people are wrong? Are you so privileged to do in a democracy? Democracy is an equalizer. Now you describe him as a mechanic, you describe him as this.
Sorry, who described him as a mechanic?
Wait, no, you have to listen. Allow me to answer this question. Allow me to give you this example. The president of Brazil today, Lula, he was a panel beater. He rose to become the head of the panel beater unions.
All right. And
then to become the president of the Brazilian trade unions. From there, he became the president of Brazil.
But who described him as a mechanic?
Defeated professors, defeated doctors, etc. Now, Obaseki and his wife did.
Okay, so don't say you,
and
sir. Don't say you. I'm asking you what you think makes him the right person for this job. And all I did was point out that it's been noticed that he also does not necessarily do television interviews, except for one that's been noted with the BBC. I don't really see what's so wrong in that. I'm asking you to promote the candidate that you've supported. What makes him right for the job?
Now, you are being unfair, and you are demonizing Edo voters by that question.
How?
You arrogate yourself the power to decide. It is the electorate, and it's a secret ballot. Do you understand the logic behind the idea of secret ballot?
All right.
That you vote as you want, and nobody, not a television host, not a policeman, can question you. Why did you vote for this person rather than this person? That is the beauty of democracy.
All right.
Which you don't seem to understand.
All right, Mr.
For you, it's about fluency, it's about motivational speaking.
Okay.
No.
All right. Senator Oshiomhole.
If it's that easy, the way you talk, your eloquence,
No problem.
your eloquence on television should be enough for you to be the governor of your state.
No problem.
Who said I want to run for office? I mean, I'm just asking a question. I don't see why you're getting so defensive about that, but that's okay, Senator. We can move on.
That question is so helpful. You can't ask me after an election.
All right, Senator Oshiomhole.
You can go to Edo and interview the voters. Why do they prefer this man to this man?
All right,
because for you, the criteria for being elected.
All right, let's see how we can get ahead here. Now, you have rightly said that he should not be judged. Okinbaloye should not be judged on the basis of his inability to communicate in fluent English.
I said you cannot judge him.
Right.
So people can make that decision. And when they have made it, you can't. You are not at liberty to question their choice.
Absolutely. We're not questioning their choice now. We're not questioning their choice now. May I speak? May I speak? May I speak? You said that he's campaigned in his language, and it worked, right? You said he's campaigned in his language and his work. But now that the campaign is over, can he communicate to television viewers, whom you've rightly said are not important to win the elections? That's the actual question. Are you sure that he can? Because you have said that we make that mistake, assume that anyone who doesn't appear before us are not, important. He has won using his language. Now, can he communicate to television viewers now? Because it's not Edo people he's talking to now. He will have to speak with the whole of Nigeria and perhaps foreign investors.
Listen, this is the point I'm making. This is exactly the point I'm making. That he should communicate with television viewers.
Correct, he has
to. Television viewers, more important, the television viewers, are they to decide for Edo voters?
No, I just said that the campaign is over. No, the campaign is over. The campaign is over. He has won the election, as you have said. He has won the election. I believe the question, many Nigerians the campaign is over.
Excuse me?
The campaign is over.
No, you twisted,
Senator.
You twisted one fact. I did not say, no, listen, madam, you twisted one fact.
Yeah.
I will let you to go. When you are analyzing, we watch. Even when you are fatally wrong, we watch.
Go ahead.
I said the campaign in his native language. I didn't say so.
I'm sorry?
I didn't say he used his native language to campaign.
Okay.
I said at no time.
Okay.
Did I say, and if I did, play it back.
Okay, whatever language he used. Whatever language he used.
Allow me to finish.
Okay.
No.
Go ahead.
Why do you interrupt?
No problem. Go ahead. Go ahead, sir.
It is not true. I did not say he campaigned in his native language.
We have accepted that fact.
Edo has 3 main ethnic groups. Okay, allow me to finish. I said he went directly to the people, village to village, community to community. And in some of the community, they don't speak his language. He communicated to them in the language the community people will understand.
The manner in which you dismissed the question regarding situation room and of the APC during last Saturday's election and what it came up with. I'm surprised that you are being dismissive of a situation room, given the fact that APC, in particular, is the leading proponent of situation rooms. As a matter of fact, during the last general election that got Oshiomhole Tinubu the president, you saw that there was a lot of emphasis on what the situation room would produce. And you saw how the former Minister of Works and former Governor of Lagos State, Babatunde Fashola, was in charge, one of the key people in charge of a situation room. So when you say, in response to a question about what figures did you get in your own situation room, and if it tallied with what INEC eventually produced, we were just been, saying that this is what APC would do normally. But here you are telling us that it's needless, it's unhelpful, and that it is not your duty to do that. I thought I should bring out those two clarifications to you, because this is what your party does in almost all the elections. My question, therefore, if you don't mind, sir, very quickly, will be to, on the back of what my colleague Lila asked about what you saw in the candidate Monday Okinbaloye. And I have great respect for him as a politician. But you see that we do not know so much about him. And part of why people do not know a lot about him is because he is very reluctant to engage with the generality of people outside of campaign situation. Therefore, my question, sir, would be that what sort of a person he is. We've seen him kneeling down for President Tinubu, which shows humility, if you like. We've heard a few things about him, but what do you, how would you say Monday Okinbaloye is to somebody like me, to us in the studio, and to the good people of Edo State who are now looking beyond the election? Distinguished Senator.
Okay, thank you very much. Allow me, sir, to answer this in the way that I can. As for the issue of situation room, I was a Deputy Director General of Bola Ahmed Tinubu's campaign council. In addition, I am a very close friend of former Governor Fashola and former Minister of Works. Yes, we set up situation room. I'm just wondering, when we have celebrated an outcome of an election, you are seriously asking me whether the figure we saw in APC situation room in Edo, whether I believe it was the same as the one INEC declared. What you see in channel television, even on Arise television, even when people question it, you defend it. Edo situation room was not by me, but the figures that the INEC released and the figure of my party, they are not different. They are not different. You expected me with all seriousness to say, oh yeah, the question, the figure, we had more votes, INEC reduced the votes. That is now academic, with all due respect. Something is academic when it is no longer of value. It's like you are crying over or commenting over spilled milk. If you comment over spilled milk so that the milk will be back in the bottle. So I thought we should discuss about what is now relevant. Right. With all due respect, those questions, if as well like, you can go and test them in court. That is only a responsible thing to do. And I also saw some of you when, after the result, that Obaseki is appealing to people to, to take this easy, etc. Who are the people? He said it's a do or die. After I said it's a do or die before the election, just after the election is preaching peace. Yesterday, I was on the street of Benin, day before yesterday. We went around Benin City, and I don't know where your camera, because your Arise TV was there. Play back the street on the unedited version. You will see people celebrating. You will see people hailing us, hailing the candidate, hailing me, and hailing all those who were involved in that roadshow to say, thank you for trusting us, and we assure you, and the governor says, I will assure you I will do what I will do. That is what is relevant right now. Now, I don't agree. I don't agree that you people in the studio need to understand who Monday is. You don't need to. Because Monday is not accountable to you. It's accountable to those who voted for him in Edo State. And even those who voted against him in Edo State. He is now the property of Edo people. Not the property of anyone, including you, if you are not from Edo State. If you are from Edo State, yes, you have the locus. His mandate was to govern Edo State, not to govern Nigeria. He didn't bid to govern Nigeria.